Today's class we'll be learning the third experiment in the physics lab practical, figure of merit of galvanometer. Apparatus required for figure of merit of galvanometer. We need a galvanometer, a battery eliminator. I have already told the use of battery eliminator in the previous videos, and we need two keys I have considered. We need the resistance box, a bigger resistance box we need, and a small resistance box. So these are the operators. So coming to the circuit. In order to make a circuit for figure of merit of galvanometer, we will just follow the lab manual. However, they have given the same thing. First thing is, from battery eliminator positive terminal we have two connections. One is connected to galvanometer, and the same end it is connected to this a smaller resistance box. Yes, is a smaller resistance box. So now we will connect it. Yes, now I have connected from the positive terminal. The brown or red color is the positive terminal of the battery eliminator. It has two connections. One is connected to one terminal of galvanometer. Either you can connect to plus or minus, whatever. Here they have not mentioned any plus and minus. So one terminal of the battery eliminator is connected to one end of the galvanometer. That is positive terminal of the battery eliminator connected to one terminal of the galvanometer, and the same positive terminal should be connected to small resistance box. So now from galvanometer another end is connected to K1 as well as K2, and the resistance, smaller resistance box is connected to K2. So let us first complete this. Smaller resistance is connected to K2 to galvanometer connection, and from galvanometer to K1 connection. Yes, I have connected the another terminal of the smaller resistance box to K2, and from K to one end of the galvanometer, that is another end of the galvanometer. From same another end of the galvanometer I have connected to K1, same as it is given in the manual. So smaller resistance another end is connected to K2 is connected to galvanometer another end. From the same another end of the galvanometer is connected to K1. So now I am connecting another end of key to the bigger resistance box, and the other end of the resistance box to negative of battery eliminator. Yes, you can observe the another end of K1 is connected to one end of the bigger resistance box, another end of the resistance box is connected to the battery eliminator negative terminal. So before starting the experiment we will just analyze the connections, whether the connections are correct or not. Okay, positive of battery eliminator is connected to galvanometer, and the same positive battery eliminator is connected to small resistance box. Yes, so positive of battery eliminator, it has two wires. One is connected to galvanometer one end, and the same battery eliminator positive is connected to one end of the smaller resistance box. Another end of the resistance box should be connected to K2, and from K2 to galvanometer. So another end of the small resistance box is connected to K2, and another end of the another end of the key must be connected to this wire. It has to be connected to the one more terminal of the galvanometer. From the same terminal of the galvanometer we connect to K1. From the same terminal of galvanometer we are connecting it to K1. You can observe this wire K1. So from K1 another end we need to connect to bigger resistance box, and another end of the bigger resistance box is connected to negative of battery eliminator. Yes, see, another end of the K1 is connected to one end of the bigger resistance box, and another end of the resistance box is connected to this red color wire. Another end of the resistance box is connected to battery eliminator negative. So this is the connections for figure of merit of galvanometer. We will see with the experimentation. Okay, now the battery eliminator I have on. So first step in the figure of merit of galvanometer experimentation is that K2 should be removed. You must know which is K1 and which is K2. So the one which is connected to bigger resistance box is K1. One which is connected to smaller resistance box is K2. So now K2 is in open. I am operating only the bigger resistance box by keeping K1 closed. So before starting the experiment, you should make sure that all the keys have been put in properly in the resistance box. Yes, this is done. So now I am taking out the keys. Let me take out 1000. Okay, I have removed the keys here. You can observe. See, I have removed 1000, 1500. I have removed 1550, 1570, 1590. So see, you can observe. So how much you have removed, you need to add it. That's it. 1000 we have removed. 1000. See, this is 1000. 1000 we have removed. 500. 1500 we have removed. 50. 1550. 1570, and also I have removed 1590. So that reading I am writing here 1590. So how you need to remove the keys? When you remove the keys over here, deflection in the galvanometer should come to even number, any of the even number. Okay, yes, so any even number it should come. So now I have got 8, correct? So how much we have removed? That is your resistance R. What is the deflection theta? That is 8, the galvanometer reading. So we need to note down here 8. So this is done. So next what do we need to do? Okay, now we need to plug in K2 also. So this thing we need to put in. So when we put this K2, see, again the deflection in galvanometer should come to 0. Deflection in the galvanometer has come to 0. Now we need to take out the keys over here such that the deflection in galvanometer will come to half of the deflection which is seen when we remove the keys in the bigger resistance. See, the keys which I have removed before for 8, deflection of 8, I didn't plug in it again. Okay, so it is kept as it is, and K1 is also closed, K2 is also closed, whereas when K2 is closed, the deflection in the galvanometer comes to be 0. So now I need to remove the knobs over here such that the deflection in the galvanometer comes to half of the deflection as I did in the bigger resistance box. So now I should get 4. So that value I should remove here. Yes, see, now we can see the deflection 4. How much I have removed over here? See, I have been removed 0.1, 0.2, 0.2, 0.5. That is 0.5 plus 0.2 is 0.7 plus 0.2 is 0.9 plus 0.1 is 1. So we have removed 1. Same thing we need to write it down over here. So yes is nothing but that small value is 1. Okay. So now we got the values. The first reading is done. So now we need to calculate what is G using the formula R is divided by R minus S. So let me do. G is equals to R is divided by R minus S. This is a formula. What is R value? 1590. So 1590 is into 1. This is into 1 divided by 1590 minus 1. That is 1590 divided by 1590.